السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Our chapter is about algebraic expression. These are our objectives in this chapter. Our objectives in this lesson are: recognize the meaning of an algebraic term or monomial, recognize the coefficient, variable, and the degree of a monomial. What is a monomial? A monomial could be a number, a variable, or a product of numbers and variables. For example, to find the area of a rectangle of dimensions length 6 meters and width y meters, we have length 6 meters. 6 is a number, so we can call it as a monomial, since the monomial could be a number. The width is y meters. Y is a variable, so the variable is also a monomial, or a product of numbers and variables. Let's find the area of the rectangle. To find this area, we have to follow the rule: area is equal to length times width. Length 6 and width y. 6 times y is 6y. It is a product between a number and a variable, so it is a monomial, since it is a product of a number and variable. The coefficient and variables. We said that 6y is a monomial. 6 is the numerical part in this monomial, which is the coefficient or the constant number. And the variable part is the literal part in this monomial. Here we have one variable. We said that a monomial is a product between a number and variables, so we may have more than one variable. We said that 6y is a monomial. It consists of coefficient, which is the numerical part, and variable, which is y, which is the variable or the literal part. For example, 2x is a monomial. 3y is a monomial. Minus 5bc is also a monomial, but here we have two variables. Ax squared is also a monomial. It has coefficient 1, since 1 times any number remains the same. A and x are the variables of this monomial. We said before that a number is a constant monomial. So any number is called a constant monomial. We can say in this note 7 minus 5 and all the numbers are constant monomials. But remember that 2 over x is not a monomial because it has a variable in the denominator. So if we have a variable in the denominator, we cannot say that this is a monomial. The degree of the monomial. First, the degree of a monomial with one variable is the exponent of the variable, which is a natural number. For example, 4x power 2 has a degree 2, since the exponent of x is 2. 9z has a degree 1, since the power of z is 1. 16 is a constant monomial. We can write it as 16 times x power 0. It has a degree of 0. So 4x squared has a degree 2, 9z has a degree 1, and we should remember that in powers we have the rule that said any number which exponent is 0 is equal to 1. So from this rule we can put any variable for exponent 0 and multiply it by the constant number. This variable and exponent 0 will be 1, and every number multiplied by 1 remains the same. So any constant number which is a monomial has a degree 0. The degree of a monomial with more than one variable is the sum of the exponents of the variables. For example, minus 5, x power 2, y power 3, and z power 6 has a degree 11. Since we said the degree of the whole monomial is equal to the sum of the exponents of the variables, so 2 plus 3 plus 6 is equal to 11. Then the degree of this monomial is 11. طيب. What about the degree of x in this monomial? We can ask about the degree of x in this monomial. Then we should look only for the exponent at x. If we ask what is the degree of x in this monomial, the degree of x is 2. If we asked about the degree of the whole monomial, we should add the exponents of all the variables. But if we asked only for one variable, the degree of one variable, we should look at the exponent of this variable. Application. Identify for each monomial the coefficient and the number of variables. 7ab squared minus 14x squared yz cubed and 35. Let's try to solve it together. Did you find the coefficient of the first monomial? The coefficient is the numerical part. Then look at the numerical part in this monomial. It is 7. So the coefficient of this monomial is 7. And the number of variables, how many variables do we have here? We have 2 variables. So the answer is the coefficient is 7 and the variables are 2, A and B. The second, what is the coefficient of this monomial? The coefficient is minus 14 and the variables are x, y, and z. So we have coefficient minus 14 and variables 3, x, y, and z. What is the coefficient in the third monomial? The coefficient is the numerical part, which is 35. Do we have variables here? No. So the coefficient is 35 and the number of variables is 0. Another application. Indicate the degree of each of the following monomials. 6y squared minus 13x cubed y power 4 16xyz 14. You can stop the video now so you can solve and play it again. The degree of the first monomial, here we have one variable, so the degree is the exponent of the variable, then the first monomial has a degree 2. In the second monomial, you have two variables. The exponent of the first is 3 and the exponent of the second is 4. So the degree of this monomial is 3 plus 4, which is 7. The degree of the third, we have x, y, and z, three variables, each of exponent 1. Then the degree of this monomial is 1 plus 1 plus 1, which is 3. What about the constant monomials? Remember, the degree is 0 since we don't have variable or we can't put any variable of degree 0. Thank you for watching.